Welcome back, guys. If you have watched my previous video on how to install mods for Resident Evil 9 and you're experiencing problems like crashing, let's figure it out together, okay? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if you're launching through the mod manager or if you're launching through Steam. So I'm gonna start by going to properties. I'm going to go to install files, and I'm going to verify the integrity of my game files. That should take a couple of minutes. And if it ends up crashing again, here's what we'll do. If we wanted a fresh restart, we are going to go to our browse local files, and we're gonna find this d-input8 file, and we are going to delete it. And we're also going to do the same for the RE framework. Okay, so it looks like our RE framework is now gone, but the game's still launched. So here's what I'll do. What I'll do is I'll just start completely from scratch. I am going to delete all of these files, and I'm also going to uninstall the Fluffy Mod Manager. The last thing I want you to do is completely reinstall your game. So we have deleted Fluffy Mod Manager, and we have deleted all of the files that we have put into our root folder. What I'm going to do once again is go to properties, install files, and I'm going to verify the integrity of my game files. And we'll come back when this is done. Now, while this is verifying, I would like to show you guys my setup for my computer. I am running a AMD Ryzen 5 7600X with a 5060 GPU and 64 gigs of RAM. Your specs are obviously going to be different from mine, so that may play into a factor here. Now that that's done, it looks like one of my files has failed to validate and is now reacquired. So now the game should be fresh and new. And I'm going to do this with 0 cuts. That way you guys can see the game will launch. I'm also running on Windows 11. And it looks like our game has launched perfectly fine. Let's even load up a game, a save. Okay, see, looks like we have normal gameplay now. So let's see what the problem is. If your game still fails to launch, I recommend that you update your graphics drivers. So for me, I'm going to look up the 5070 drivers. And now what I'm going to do is look up the 50 series for my drivers. You may have different drivers, so this is very specific to your computer. I have the 5070. You can go ahead and download your drivers and make sure that they are up to date, and we can start again. So let's go through the same process that I put you guys through to ensure that this process works. What am I going to do? We're going to first go to browse local files. So let's go to my video and let's go through it together. So I'm going to first start by going to RF Nightly. I'm going to show all assets. I'm going to download the zip file. I'm going to take the D input and I'm going to put it into my game folder as we did before. We are going to install Fluffy Mod Manager. Okay, so there is our Fluffy Mod Manager. Let us extract that. And we have it here. And I'm going to put this on my desktop. That way I know where it's at. And let's go through this together. We're now going to open up Mod Manager. And we're going to run anyways. And let's choose our game. Here's Resident Evil 9. We're going to choose game folder. We're going to choose the game's install folder. And you can also just copy this path. We're going to go back to Fluffy Mod Manager, and we can simply just paste it. And then we're just going to go back one. That way we just select the whole folder. So let's see. If this is not possible and you run into issues, you should do the following. You should uninstall the game. Okay. So it looks like if I were to launch the game now, let's see if it crashes. The game still does not crash. Okay. The game still does not crash. So let's see where the problem lies. What was the next step? Let's see. The next step was to install Script Core. Okay. And we will extract this as well. So we now have Script Core and RE Framework. We're going to go to the Fluffy Mod Manager. We're going to go to Games, RE9, Mods. We're going to drag Script Core into that folder. We are then going to go back to our root folder of our game by going to Local Files. We're going to open up RE Framework. We're going to take the DDL file and drag it into the plugins, the Lua file into the auto run, and from there we should be able to mod our game. Let's go to mods and let's take a mod. Let's go to the Grace uniform, and it looks like this file has been updated. Okay. So now let's do a manual download. Let's download. And then we'll come back when this is done. Okay, the file has finished downloading. Let's go to the folder it's in. Let's extract. And then let's go back to our Fluffy Mod Manager. Let's go to Games, RE9, and Mods. And then let's drag the unzipped folder into the mods folder. And let's go to our mod list. Let's refresh our mods. And we should see Script Core and our uniform. It looks like we've had some copies fails here. Let's launch the game and see what happens. It looks like the game is still launched. Let's go into bonuses. Let us ensure that we have our FBI outfit on, because that's what the Grace skin overrides. Let's go to a Grace save. Even though the Fluffy Mod Manager said that there was fails, it seems that the mod has still ended up working anyway, which is strange. Okay guys, that's going to be my solutions to solving your crashing issues. If all else fails, then you will have to reinstall your game. But before you do that, I highly recommend that you back up your game files. That way you don't lose any saved progress. This method should be used as a last resort. I hope that this has fixed your guys' problems. If you are still experiencing problems, please put your computer specs in the comments down below and which mods you were trying to install. That way I can help you out as best as I can. I want to make sure that you guys are experiencing the best thing, because I know modding games can be a little bit of a hassle. Another quick tip I suggest if your game is launching is to go into your settings and change your graphics settings, because I also was experiencing crashes without mods, so I understand that the game may be a little buggy. Make sure that your game is up to date and that your device is compatible with all of the mods. Make sure to read all of the mods before installing. Also, when you are in Fluffy Mod Manager and a mod seems to be crashing your game, simply just uncheck it and try launching the game from there without any mods checked to see if your game will launch. If this video has helped you and it has solved your problems, I would appreciate if you guys dropped a like and let me know if any of these methods worked. And with that, I hope you guys have